How's everybody doing?
Trying to catch up still, always.
So many ways to answer that question. None of them good. Some of them good.
Most of them. Like,
Our neighbor school, Trinity College, just went all online, all remote today because COVID. But somehow my school's numbers are fantastic. Or, well, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they're pretty good. I don't know. I mean, it's awesome, but I don't get it.
like, how it's possible?
Yeah, and I'm not teaching, so I have no concept of time, so. So anyway, I will start now.
Yeah, do it.
Controller controls, I have found to be a bit laggy. I don't know if Elizabeth joins us, what her experience has been, but I've had issues with, like, button mapping on controller, so I'm going to play on keyboard.
Okay.
But I wanted to specifically, like, hey, we're going to start this because the opening cutscene has some really beautiful music, so I wanted to make sure we foreground that.
Sweet.
Okay, but are we online? Because... Oh, wait. It said we were on, and then it said we were off. And then it said we were on.
We're good.
Community.
We're live. People are watching.
Anyway,
Hi, people.
This is cool.
This is cool.
Julianne, I think you should know I'm having a Negroni.
Yay! It's almost that time of year.
Having a giant Oktoberfest beer. My local place is Staff Choice, and I'm very pumped about it.
All right, everyone, back to Greek mythology units in high school English.
This is great. I've been playing a ton of Hades. He is the river man, the ferryman for the
over the river Styx.
Yes.
River, the
takes
other
you to the afterlife
And through the woods.
He kind of looks like the ghost of Christmas Future in certain versions of.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cloak where you can't see in.
He has spoken 8,000% more words at this point than the Hades version of him has.
Yeah, well, he kind of needs to talk to you. I get the sense he didn't talk to very many people. So he's the Spiritfarer in this game, is what he's going by.
Get it now.
He's basically retiring.
Hi, Cat Natural. That's a cool name.
That is a cool name.
GSC. Represent.
Ooh. Welcome. Yeah, Charon. Who knows what Charon's gonna go do?
I say that to myself every day.
Notice how my name is Stella,
Spit out
which is Italian for star, and my hat is in the shape of a star.
Stella.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Isn't that cute? It's
yes,
like
very good.
Star-shaped wizard hat.
We're
actually pretty. Other than that hat, it's pretty easy cosplay. I see this happening at things. Also, my little friend.
Good,
yeah. Yes, I can't quite tell is that a cat or a dog. Okay, it's a cat. There, it stood up now.
Yeah, it was just a floof.
Right, it was just fluff.
So the kitty's my favorite.
You two will share the burden.
And are those your chosen names, Dana? Or is that just provided?
You have to replace.
These are the default names.
Okay.
Charon.
Yep.
Oh, he's like dying.
Or retiring, or going wherever.
Yeah.
Right, but it's going to be you now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
He goes on a cruise.
I really like how they decided to do his dialogue. Only a few words are you can hear he said listen, but they didn't.
Then it's like
rah,
rah, rah. Right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's beep speech, as we call it.
That's sort of like
Elizabeth Gray calls it.
Mm-hmm.
A Zelda model, as well, of just having a few sounds.
Right,
Plus,
but certain words are highlighted. Like he said daffodil when he asked what the cat's name was.
Yeah.
So basically, instead of just taking people over, you're sort of helping them get to the point where they're ready to cross over.
Okay.
So they are already dead when you pick them up. They are spirits, but you're kind of getting them ready to cross over. And this is where you take them when it's time to do that. The Ever Door.
I'm reminded of The Good Place.
Right?
No.
which I just need to rewatch now.
This is children's homework.
Hey, I've got children's homework in my house. Badass.
These are legit adults, though, unfortunately. Okay.
That's sad.
Legit adult child homework?
And then I have an Everlight, which is kind of how I do everything. It sort of transforms into different objects and tools and things.
Ew. Sorry, what did you
The kitty ran in there and grabbed a second one.
Oh.
Notice how it's like playing with it?
Nice.
Well, that's it.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Hi, folks in chat. What's up? My chat finally loaded, so hi.
Yeah, I've been readjusting from West Coast. Those were some late nights for me.
I have a weird question to ask. The phrase, the light that shines in the darkness, has a very, like, Christian connotation sometimes.
And yet Charon is not Christian.
Right, I'm wondering if that's just limited, like, ways to phrase that, or if that was an intentional thing.
I don't know. I get the sense that this game is fairly, like, agnostic.
Okay.
In that sense, you know, like, it doesn't really subscribe to any particular, other than, like, the existence of Charon and the idea that you're ferrying souls, like, it doesn't really imply any particular religion or anything. And then again, I have not finished the game. I got 34 hours in, and then all my saves were destroyed.
Oh, yeah, I know. We heard
that's why we're
off
starting
stream.
over today.
That's right.
Right, right. Just another disastical of the last few weeks.
Yeah, I would agree with Elizabeth that it's kind of aura-y more than Christian-y.
Okay.
A step at a time, you'll get
Oh, aura, yeah.
Ooh, just one thing. That stops you in your tracks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Once I'm gone, you'll have to find a ship of your own, so you're gonna, like, fall in the river.
You can't have this one. He needs it.
I like that it is capitalized, the ship, as character.
Yeah. Oh, the ship is, like, a huge character in terms of its, like, size in the game. It gets really... You keep upgrading, it gets bigger and bigger.
Nice.
I like the little rainbow effect around us.
Mm-hmm.
This is lovely.
So then my Everlight turned into an ore, so I can use it. It kind of reminds me of like Disney animation, like older style Disney animation.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like tutorial moment. Wait, why? Hold on. What? Jumping when I press A. Oh, okay, spacebar. We'll do that.
Ah.
And then, let's see.
Oh, that's a cool thing that the Spanish is slightly different. Something that we talk about with, like, Japanese to English a lot, since we play a lot of Japanese games. But thinking of other localizations, too. And
Yeah.
Is like an
super
interesting
neat
topic.
Yeah. Marking that for my spring seminar.
Same.
I wonder why.
So this is basically what dead people look like.
Okay.
They have the kind of like blinky eyes and...
It's a little bit of a riff on Journey, almost.
Yeah.
Like Journey plus Black Mage equals...
This thing, yeah.
Exactly.
And then this like cat from Cinderella, like...
I'm just gonna move
It really is just, yes.
line mix really quick. There we go. Okay.
When?
So this first person that you find knew you in life.
Is this oboe I'm hearing?
Mm-hmm. There's very little. Max LL is the composer, Canadian, but I have found very little like in the way of interviews. about the music creation, other
Okay.
than this is the third game that he has scored for Thunder Lotus Studios, so he's kind of grown with the indie studio.
Okay.
And I didn't get a chance to look at the other scores.
I will work on that.
It's something
Yeah,
I need to do. Let me know.
It's a little quiet on my end too.
I got
Turn
it.
it
Discord or
up.
whatever?
I just didn't want to be blown out
here.
hearing you guys.
Let Dana adjust it, though. Dana's the one playing, so her adjustments will have a little bit more meaning than me adjusting, watching her feed, and then broadcasting it to all of you.
Try this. Let me know if that's better, y'all. Oops.
A little bit.
Yes,
Tiny.
that's
I can
better.
go a little higher. Okay.
There we go, folks. And I have some control for the audience folks, that I can lower it for just you guys, and in a way that won't affect Dana, Julianne, and Karen. So if you need me to make minor changes, let me know.
Really? I was too eager. I can't even jump over the garbage. Okay. Wah! Great. This is our boat.
This is a yacht
Great.
compared to like what Karen
there's
had.
a couch, and if you can just like chill out on the couch. Oh, I see. Yeah, and then the cat joins you, and you can pet the cat.
Nice.
So that's important. Here goes. So then they sort of, as soon as they're on your boat, they sort of transform from that generic spirit into a specific individual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I love the long cigarette holder. Like, she definitely sees herself very elegant.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, in trying to look up the music, and again, if folks know more, feel free to chime in. I couldn't tell how much of this was like recorded versus synthesized. It sounds like there's a good mix of both.
Yeah, from our end, which is, we can't really tell. It sounds mostly synthesized with some samples of, like, bells.
Yeah, I think there's at least a little bit
of, like, live. Not live, but, recorded.
Also, there's a hug mechanic, and it's important.
Aww.
More games need the hug mechanic.
Yes. Like, we need a whole Twitter thing about, like, can I pet that dog? Can I hug that
Right.
NPC?
One of Addie's big things in media is like how many problems would just be solved if they would hug for like a minute.
Yeah.
Beautiful, unorganized testament to someone's laziness.
Hey, it's my office. That's what it is.
Let me think. There's only one way to clean this up. We have to go see Albert.
Where's Albert for
his
me?
His jokes are not garbage. They are all dad jokes, and they're wonderful. How do we make the ship move?
Yes.
Key, gets you into the thing.
This is important.
One nice thing, having already played 34 hours of this before losing my saves, I've seen all of this, so I know this is just like tutorial-y, not dialogue that we need to linger on. Great. Okay. So instead of being on a river, I've taken it as we're on like a big ocean instead.
Got that seagull, so yeah.
Powered by your Everlight. That's how it cruises the ocean and reveals the stray spirits. Yeah, the Everlight's important. It just hangs out on my... It's like a belt buckle most of the time. Or a collar for Daffodil. Oh yeah, I didn't get far enough to get anybody that hated hugs, but you can generally you you can't just like hug them constantly. It's a little bit like The Sims, in that like if you just do the same action over and over, it will make them like you.
Right.
But it will tell you like if they haven't been hugged recently.
Oh. Oh wow.
To explore the ship. The world is my oyster. Cool, I'm gonna try fishing. So the fishing is easier than Stardew. Yeah, the game is a very slow burn. I don't know how far we'll get in 2 hours even.
You caught an old shoe.
Slightly faster just because I've already done it before, but it's definitely meant to be a game that you take your time with. Cool, I caught a herring. I'm just gonna basically fish until we get to the shipyard because there's nothing else to do yet. Yeah, I think the visuals and the music are beautifully integrated too. You know, having Max LL wrote the theme song from the very first piece of concept art. So
Nice.
It's been they got to evolve the entire game together.
I really like what amounts to being able to do things during loading screens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not really a loading screen because there are like tasks you'll do on the boat as we get this cleaned up a little bit. So it's its own piece of the gameplay.
Okay.
The cat is my favorite.
Oh, yay! Animal Crossing. I'm just catching up on the chat. Oh.
Share it. With your consent.
Albert's a shark.
My Switch is out of battery and charging right now, so
Notice the bassoon.
I will add you later if you share it.
He's got, a little bit more lightheartedness.
That clarinet too. I love this piece. The shark is my bro. I want to like throw and play catch with him, or like play cards right now.
And he has that wonderful laugh.
Tank arc. That's great.
It's always right, so I build him a better one. Also, the boat Charon was on was not very big. So, I don't know where he stashed his, main boat, but...
I write this down.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy that.
Hooray! Let me tell you something. We always joke about the construction here. Don't worry, we're still working on it. Rah, 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 rah. Yay! And then... basically, we don't have money yet, so we can't really do anything else.
Right.
Come back here anytime we need stuff.
I did not realize it's 5'8". You're totally right, and I love it.
We need more in 5.
I had to actually get the blueprint station.
Right.
There it is. There you go. Wait, you're still doing the quest. See, there we go. That tells me I need to do stuff. Yes. Come back when you need things. Great. Yeah, the fatherly figure, the bassoon sound. Sagely wisdom. And he definitely makes a lot of dad jokes. Ominous. He loaned the ship to you? Ominous. There's our blueprint table.
That's true. It could be worse, Julia.
Boop. Hope my internet holds out.
Cleaned up my deck.
Sea shanty shenanigans.
I love it. I want to hear some sea shanty shenanigans. Actually, one of the only pieces I ever wrote that I really loved was a flute duet that had a moment in there that was a little shanty-esque.
Shanty moment? Oh man.
It's a shanty moment.
I have a right bumper because I'm not on a controller. Which one's gonna make it go? There we go. Put it there. So you can see I have a grid here, and then as I expand the ship, I'll get more space to do things.
Yeah.
And if we go in here,
You built a house on top of your ship.
yep, build a lot of things on top of the ship. See, the kitty can hang out, and basically doesn't have much in it.
Patrick, did you join late? There is voice acting.
A bit. Zelda style.
You collect sea shanties in the one Assassin's Creed, Black Flag.
Yeah, that you do.
No, just Charon at the very beginning said like 1 out of every 10 words. Hi, Shark.
This is interesting. Even though they're dead, they get hungry.
I am also going to require jelly after I am dead.
Yeah, we need that to the food because she's hungry, so... and she's scared of jellyfish, which is where we get the stuff to make the kitchen. But she's gonna... Don't worry, she'll help me.
Julian, there's only one blep in this world. Not here.
Daffodil doesn't really blep. Daffodil's very floofy, though.
Mhm.
Make it.
That tail is amazing.
Yeah. Look
This
at
is like
the
the anti-stand.
We got epic Mickey.
Then again, while we're traveling, there's not really much else we can do, so we're gonna fish. I like how the background scrolls out of your view, where you get to open sea.
Yeah.
And I should note that I'm skipping over stuff that's tutorially, but like emotional dialogue, I will not blitz through like that.
Sure.
But when it's like, get the stuff to make a kitchen, like, okay, I've already done this, we don't really need the instructions. You can see I have a progress bar up top, so I can kind of see how long I have.
Oh, nice.
I think you can toggle that off, but I don't see a need to.
So I did my listening lab day with my students, where I give them 5 tracks from a geographic location. I don't tell them what their location is, and they have to figure it out over the course of the hour. There's 4 different sets of tracks. I would not put the track that was playing while we were fishing, waiting for this to happen, as a water track in my mind, necessarily.
Well, we're at sea, we're not like underwater. It's meant to just be like calm, like hanging out on your deck, I think. This track is super cool. I can jump up a little bit. I don't have a ton of space on here yet, but you can see I can see where they're coming a little bit.
Can you fail?
Not really. It's just like how much stuff you get, basically.
Okay.
Notice that sounds a lot like Stardew.
Yeah.
I need to hear it some more. I think my sound's a little glitchy right now.
I love his like fourths and fifths shit. Like I am a sucker for fourths and fifths shit.
Julianne, you need to come and study medieval music with me.
I know. I'm a closet medievalist.
I love that. Please, all of you, please come out of the closet and be medievalists in the open proudly with me. I will show you the ways. I will teach you that it's okay.
So from the
Hear
chat,
swirling strings in the back. There's some definite like Hans Zimmer, Interstellar moments in this for me.
I like that the wind sound is so integrated into the track.
It's ominous, but it's like it's also kind of like majesty and wonder too. Like it's not reading as like, oh shit, even though the visuals are really dark.
Correct. It's not no shit.
So on Octopath Traveler, now that we've come down for a minute, I picked the Black Mage character, the sage professor person, because like, hell yes, I'm a professor. And I told all my students, I was like, I'm going to go home and play Octopath Traveler. You guys can expect a review from me in a couple days. And like, me and talking about JRPGs is a thing, right? And my students know that. And so I came back and I was like, guys, so here's the thing. The professor character gets accused of like doing horrible things with a student right away, and it weirded me out, so I haven't played Octopath Traveler again. That's about as far as I got in Octopath Traveler.
I still have the demo on Switch, but I haven't played through it much, I gotta be honest with you, because I remember you saying that, and I was sort of like, oh dear.
But it's fun.
Oh, I'll
And
get there.
that gets resolved.
Yeah, I should be clear, he is not at fault, so...
Yeah.
It looks gorgeous, though, and I can't... What it really makes me excited for is Bravely Default 2 is going to be incredible. I love that you have oven mitts with your magic, like, sonic screwdriver ball.
Yeah, it turns into everything. Just give me some food. Well, it turns out, she really likes popcorn. She likes comfort food, in general. On sunshine and water. Yeah, and each spirit has different tastes. And you also can't give them the same thing twice, so that's kind of... It won't, like, penalize you, but they'll be like, I can't eat this, so... It encourages you to explore the cooking mechanic.
It's only real, Julianne, if I can throw, like, elemental books at people. Right? I want to make lightning when I throw my books.
Love the red tint here of
Name dropping.
Of set time and how pretty. Okay, we're gonna take a little detour over these crates and then head up to the new destination.
The sepia tone window that then turns into the world map makes it feel like a very, very old cartoon. Like almost like Fleischer Studio era cartoon.
Yeah, you can crouch and hug Daffodil. I haven't done that yet. Daffodil is the best. Look at this cat. So wonderful.
Don't let Molly hear you say that.
I think she reminds me of Molly, and that's why.
Stan's mad that I left the couch to come into the office to do this. He's pouting. And by pouting, I mean he stole my blankets and is perfectly content.
See, as usual, I am angry with my cat today. It's not in the office. It is not allowed in the office right now. It's probably snowing up with Addie.
Really attacks you a lot, from what I
Link
hear.
bit me really hard today. So yeah, I've been like, I'm not feeding the cat. I'm not dealing with the cat. Get out of the room. You're not welcome right now, cat. And I'm like shooing it out. Yeah.
So This is fun. If you go into the water, the cat follows you, but balances on its little spirit ball thing.
Aw, now that's adorable.
See, Addie heard me talking about the cat. I just got a text. Am I bleeding? If you're not bleeding, it wasn't a hard bite.
Jeez.
Let that done, and I can see where the little shiny is. I can dive with the shiny. So yeah, the cat balances on the ball and then like uses it to walk on, so it doesn't touch the water. And I think that is just so adorable. Look, I got
Turnips.
yeah.
I know an island where you can sell those for a hefty profit.
Eventually, it will get too dark for me to do stuff.
I was just about to ask, is this as dark as it gets?
As soon as the upper right corner goes to the Z's,
Got it.
the boat will stop moving, but I could basically stay up all night fishing. You can go to sleep if you're like really out of stuff to do, but I think in general, like, see, it's too dark to navigate, but I can basically sit here and fish, but it looks like it's gonna tell me that it's too dark to navigate. Side effect of your Everlight being well liked. I am gonna go to bed instead of fish all night, for the sake of moving things along. That's exactly how I sleep with Molly. Like all curled up like that. So good. I gotta pour a little
Nice.
more.
That was a nice
soda
like overlap
here.
into the guitar. 'Cause it's pretty like chill. Like this music is so chill. It's easy to overlap different instruments doing different things.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's basically C and diatonic, unless it's sometimes Mixolydian.
You can tell that this
like-
is a super chill game, because most games would not allow you to turn off the time check and the destination if you're just hanging out here instead of actually playing the game.
Okay, cool. So we are gonna ring the bell.
This light's too bright.
Does the bell wake everybody up?
Light.
In theory, some of them I find don't respond to it as well.
Okay.
Okay, don't ask me how, but I've met Albert already. He definitely is a shark. Calls it these boat upgrades.
I would sleep until noon if y'all don't ring the bell.
So we can check the mood. You can see she's hungry, but all I've made so far is popcorn, and you can't feed her the same thing twice. So I'm
Okay.
gonna have to make something else to feed her. After we have our nice little reveal.
Aw.
Nice.
The rest, it'll show you like how many recipes there are. There's like 88, I want to say, something like that. All right, so what else? I can cook a herring. We'll do that.
Nice.
Cook 2 of them. Why not? Okay.
Why not indeed? Cook some herring.
We can go to that island. Maybe we'll find something interesting. Yeah, some people sleep a long time. The nice thing is every spirit has different like. Yay! I got things. Every spirit has different like boosts that they give you. Would say to be like a momentary ludologist here. The game mechanics make you care about the individuals so that when it's time to take them to the door and have them move on, you miss them. And because they have these unique things that they
Right,
bring
because
to
you
the
don't
table.
get to do any nice.
Like, you can still do everything yourself, but they'll help you do stuff faster, or they'll give you items, or, you know, one of them cooks food for you and will give it to you. So they have, like, a really nice balance. You've become Death, the Destroyer of Worlds.
I was hoping you might say that to the cat.
Well, you notice how the cat helped me cut down the tree.
Help is in scare quotes there.
Yeah. Here, look at the cat on the end of this like saw we've made. Yeah. One of my favorite things.
That is adorable.
They're rulers of worlds unless they don't get what they want, and then they turn to Destroyer. I can also mine things. I haven't quite got much of a feel for this. You have to like let it go as long as possible. There we go.
Nice.
And if I buy them, shiny. Yeah, it's very pentatonic.
Transcription playing, something I can play. Yay.
And Andrew's saying musical love letter to early WC. In the string writing at least, I hear a lot of Respighi. Like Pints of Rome keeps coming up to me when I'm listening to this.
Yeah, this part is pretty pentatonic. But all the other parts, we had that one B flat like 2 scenes ago, and that was our like, whoa.
Oh, so we're getting like screwed. You slowly discover what they like and what they don't.
Oh, here's our B flat again. Hi. As soon as I said that.
See now.
Who doesn't like
Now,
fruit?
hungry.
I'm sorry.
I know. And you can see there's still some question marks, so we haven't discovered everything. But we only have like a couple things we can actually cook at the moment. Could make a turnip. Let's do that.
When I say beach, do you mean Amy or boys? What if Amy Beach Boys were a mashup band?
Do it yesterday.
Maybe for my spring semester, I will charge the students with coming up with the Amy Beach Boys.
Yeah.
She's gonna tell me how to use stuff. Yay! I built a field, so there's like a Stardew-ness to this. If anyone's been like, why is this game being recommended to me because I play Stardew? There's a farming mechanic.
Okay.
Hey!
Yeah.
Just like you can now grow pumpkins in Animal Crossing.
I
I
would
have to
kill a
check my
plastic
pumpkins.
cactus. I love that line.
Yeah.
I just heard a ding, which means food is done.
Now, can you burn the food?
Yeah.
I think so, but I haven't really had an issue with it.
Hummingbird.
Maybe Elizabeth can let me know. If you just left it for a really long time, does it burn? Actually, I want to throw a raspberry in too. Gotta be discovering these recipes.
I'm interested to know why which woodwind plays at which time here.
The woodwind choices are definitely very fall Stardew, but also it reminds me a lot of Whispered World. It's just that was more bassoon, but this has the oboe and occasionally the bassoon, bass, clarinet kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Just love the sparse texturedness of it.
I agree with Cat Natural, by the way. Like, the ball-powered oven mitts are amazing.
Yeah. All the tools are great. Yeah, okay. Because there is a character that one of their perks is that they'll take food out for you so it doesn't burn. But I never had burned anything, so I'm usually pretty able to. So these two have known each other since they were pretty young, elementary school. And she's got some father issues. Well, family issues in general, but she brings up her father a lot. And some things.
Oh yes, coffee seeds. Now that's what you want.
And my light turns into a watering can. Hasn't been hugged recently. Let's give you a hug. Aww.
I'm not going to say that out loud, Julianne, but I did think about it.
Wow.
Sorry. Oh my goodness. Poached fruit.
May as well while I have the time
Make
and the
a
space.
pie or something.
I don't have this. I don't have the ingredients to do pie yet.
Fecalidium.
That's amazing.
There are lots of things that you can cook with once you grow stuff in your garden.
Nice.
We got some more map here.
Look what you've started.
Okay, there's more jellyfish this way. More crates where I can find fun things. I still need... I already have a kitchen, so I don't need that. But lightning in a bottle to do a garden, which lets me grow veggie seeds, which is probably the next thing to get.
Archive this. Flag it for later. Idiot. Dumb phone, you stupid. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, very few people treat music composition like a puzzle to be solved. I don't think that's the way that most folks are going about it.
I'm not gonna go too crazy cooking everything that I have, just because. Fecalidia. I like how it has the little flags for you so you can see, like, oh, we're coming up on the thing.
The theme from Terminator for yeah, got great.
I think that's a perfectly fine style mashup, honestly.
That's fine. I mean, yeah, and like, I love to study the like resultant.
Are we
Like,
saying
what
the music
are
is in
the-
Fecalidian?
What are the stylistic markers that come from theme of Terminator and Herbie Hancock that mash together
Right.
to make whatever this person made? Like, I just would love to hear it. Oh my gosh.
Go back to here. And then we'll go to the new city that looks like we've discovered. Fecalidian. Almost as bad as Locria.
So is the next progress point the dark spot on the map, like the void-ish place?
That's another jellyfish thing, so we've done that once. But there are, every character that you bring on the boat has their own, like, event like that,
Okay.
that they unlock that you're able to do.
Got it.
So we're just collecting a few supplies to maybe build the other thing, and then we will, get a new passenger. Oh, coming out of the kitchen makes you think stuff is burning.
Yeah. God, I'm hungry now. in this game.
So one of the tips that got mentioned in one of the Riot talks, and I forget which one, at GameSoundCon, was the importance of leaving empty frequency ranges so things don't get filled. And of course they're talking about if you have hundreds of sounds in play at once, each sound has to fit into a larger slice of a whole spectrum of sound. But I think that's true in a very low, chill game like this as well, where you absolutely do not want to fill your soundscape.
Yeah. You would feel more frantic if we don't leave some space for you to just absorb what's happening.
Right.
Let's... Great. Well, we've done that. Let's see. I go here before I try to do another jellyfish yet.
Wait.
Yeah, I was right at the point where I was going to build a cellar when I lost my save.
Look, if we're gonna argue about half steps in Solfege, and perfect fits, and literally, I need to start doing medieval tricks.
I know, you need to medieval it up in here. Get the
I go
hand
medieval
going.
on us.
I have to start doing. I'm gonna have to start doing like medieval Twitch.
You should.
I don't think
I was
anybody really
I was
does
trying
that.
to think of a way to make like your name into Guidonian hand, and it just was not coming together.
Oh wait, Chronopolis Herbie Hancock. I know the people who probably did that, right? What group is that? Hold on.
Spaceman. Slime recycler. What? Hope requires resolution. I will.
Hey,
I will.
this could
I
be
will
like
type
little
that.
waltz for this town we're in. But it's still the main theme.
Huh. Alright, Patrick, I've got it open. I will listen to it later.
You can just sneak into people's houses and steal things.
And now we're like Professor Laytonville.
Yeah, we're totally in a Laytonville house.
French, like.
If you take the heavy weapon proficiency from the mountain gnome race, there's a nifty synergy with the level 3 rogue ability Eviscerate.
Wow. Clearly, obviously.
I love it.
Person is very interested. When I come out up here, pull out.
I don't even remember what 5th grade math was. Like, I feel like we were past fractions, but we're still kind of doing fractions. Those guys are tough. I wasn't in algebra yet.
You're doing long division.
Yes, long division. I feel it. Yeah, I guess we were still doing. I wasn't in any smart class either. I wasn't. They actually thought I should be lower tracked and everything. Because I just didn't want to go to school. But normal 5th grade math, I don't remember.
Oh, see, going up there showed me. Yeah, this person's not happy that I'm in their house.
Kids are morons. Start them with even and odd.
Uh-oh. Wait, how do I get out? Okay, there we go. So yeah, you can see, like, I know that there's something up there, but I can't get to it.
Yeah.
Oh, string lights. I'm in the mood for string lights. I want to put string lights everywhere.
Do it. We did it.
We did fall decorating
and they
recently.
are making my life better every single day.
I put
Even if I
Christmas
don't-
lights on my front porch, but I never turn them on.
Put the bulbs
That was
up
fun.
across the whatever you have. Let's just do it. It's so good. This game is ridiculous. They should be smarter.
So, I can speak to how students are learning online right now, because I do it like 3 hours a day. Patrick, nice. Both boys have connected to ABCya and Starfall, and they play every once in a while in school. But most of the time, they're just working through workbook pages with their teachers. Still, it's like normal school. There's just the teachers on the camera.
Look at their prices. What the heck?
Like their games and stuff. I don't understand how I'm teaching adults, let alone how people teach children, young children.
Are you ready to see me obliterate this merchant? Yes.
100%.
Sure.
Few.
Sounds fun.
Know what you're doing. You should be
ashamed
ashamed,
of yourself.
trash panda.
Trash Panda.
People like you are the reason.
Wow. Wow.
Dang.
Like this was the vibe I was expecting from this game.
There's actually some
Amazing.
surprisingly spicy dialogue.
Yeah.
Later
I don't know
part of
that I
the
feel
game.
like it fits. I don't know.
I feel like that should be next to like Unreal Tournament, where you walk by and just like suck it down, right? Like that's where we're at now.
Definitely been some dialogue where I'm like, oh, this is not like for little kids,
I will bookmark.
despite the look of it.
You treacherous striped weasel.
Nummetry. Or maybe it's nummetry. Maybe it is that.
In terms of getting kids to read, by the way, the best game is just to put Zelda Breath of the Wild in front of them and be like, look, you can play this as long as you don't have to ask for help. They'll read in a month.
I wrote a little blog post before I went to grad school for my actual real person job about how video games teach you how to read.
Yeah, see, your friend really gave that greedy merchant some hell. Ooh, they said hell.
Like, that's what you gotta do. Because they're gonna want to play and know what the heck people are saying. Unless it's
Yep.
Xenogears and Octopath Traveler. Then they're not gonna give a crap. Because it doesn't matter. This
All I know
is,
is
oh my
that-
god, log in has 2 G's and 2 N's. This is Norwegian.
Fluffy capitalist raccoon. That's true.
Okay, I can't play 2 games at once. I will bookmark this. I'm not even playing 1 game at once. That's funny. Okay.
Okay, so now we know we need to get a double jump at some point to get up there.
Yep.
Okay, what can we buy? We can buy maple logs, limestone, and we can buy seeds. So we could grow turnips, linen. Probably do some linen.
Mako and Maka.
Do that. And also sell things. A few of the fish I've caught. All dishes, although I want to save those to feed people when they're hungry. Let's see, do I want a couple more seeds? We'll get a couple turnips. Great. Meet you at the pier. I don't really have anything else to do either, because I can't get up to that upstairs club. But that also tells me, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get, like, some kind of thing that will help me get up to that. And some of the worlds have, like, you can swim off, you can find extra stuff.
Nice.
Busy. Okay.
I feel like the other game franchise that like works a lot better if you know a lot about politics and like history is Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are so much better if you actually know about those time periods.
I think that's kind of why I was getting into so many of the earlier Assassin's Creeds, where I was just like, this is my jam on so many levels, and I know why it's good and bad and ugly and neat.
Yeah, I've been
Total sense.
very into this game. I was, I mean, heartbroken when I lost my progress It's because, so I had it on my Mac, and then I downloaded it onto the PC because I knew I was going to demo it at some point. And something about that, I lost the save, and so the first thing I did was I checked my like local files to see where the save was, and then it just had like new game option and nothing else. So I need lightning. I don't think I can get that yet. I don't have the person that unlocks that for me. But we'll go through a lightning storm anyway.
Also, hi, Jarrell.
Then my next step was to try to check the cloud saves, that Steam pulls. And it only had like as if it was a new game too, but it still says I've played, 30 some hours. I was like, what's happening?
That's rude.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the thunderstorm. Nice. Hey, now does this count as watering the plants?
No, unfortunately.
No!
So it's not
did?
Stardew,
Not like
Dagnabbit.
Stardew or Animal Crossing.
right? Although I gotta say, with all of the love I've put into Animal Crossing, you will hear me scream when I get my first blessed green mum.
You have a lot of flowers that I don't have, and I have a green mum that I cannot replicate. I have one green mum, and I'm like, please.
I have all the
Oh,
other
Elizabeth
flowers.
says it does count as watering them.
Rose.
It does? It's.
Are we
I've had
Dorian?
it still tell me that they need water.
No, we're not. This is not. Wait,
Maybe you.
are we?
I know you've. Have you beaten it at this point? I know you've
Yeah,
definitely played a lot more of
Dorian.
it. But I am going to try to fish while it's a little rainy.
Rainstorm aside, this track reminds me of Hollow Knight a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear that, for sure.
Well, now I know. Well, thank goodness. Got a second black note. Hey, this is news.
Yeah.
Just while we were in there.
We went back to. Oh, did the sun come up and we went to?
We came out of the lightning storm.
Okay, because we were in like A Dorian, and now we're in like C Mixolydian. Yeah, there we go. Bless you. Entertain. Entertain.
So I made a float tonight with like a cherry vanilla soda from Whole Foods and vanilla ice cream, and it's so good.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah.
I have been here and
there.
cut down some trees, maybe. Or not. It looks like the other place.
It does. For a split second, I thought that one stump was the tree you cut.
I did too. I love the cat helping me cut down trees. Daffodil is so great. What a good cat. So useful. The sound effect, too, of the saw coming together. Because we have to combine our little Everlight in order to do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
We're sticky. Just sort of slipped. This is a new track.
Yep.
I'm waving. Also, this is a good track. Yeah.
It's very fitting for this character.
I want my problem when I die that like makes me be a ghost to be like I didn't end up with lemon on that last piece of fruit. I can't die yet.
So random.
Oh, poor Elizabeth.
The beat needs to like drop because this is like such a hype.
It's not going to get any more hype though. This is as hype as it's going to get.
Like, come aboard my ship and help me with things.
I want like somebody with like a snare drum to just enter this at some point and like take us all on like a trip around the island.
Julie, I need to make a remix.
Yes. I mean, after the Amy Beach Boys stuff. That'll be
priorities.
obviously. English C-word game.
I love it.
I love that. Okay, now whenever you get a new passenger, they have to do their little transformation ceremony so you can see who they look like.
I love that sound effect still. Oh.
Here comes the real kicker. Get ready for a family reunion. So this is one of my family members.
We have some harp in there. Oh, it's me, Stella.
So do you always, is everybody related to you that you ferry on your boat?
No, I don't think so. The first few do know you, but like, I know there's some later that I don't appear to have history with. And you do get like glimpses into their life too, so you kind of get to know the ones that you don't know as well.
Okay.
This is where everyone went when they went to the Rapture.
Nice.
Right.
Oh, Alucard.
He's excited. Okay. Where are we excited? Are you excited about the kitchen? Oh, you're excited about the fishing rod.
I'm excited about a frog who runs like a dog.
It looks, honestly, it looks like the dog creature from Ghostbusters. Like it runs like that dog creature.
Yeah.
We've been fishing out mostly garbage. Not anymore. Your uncle is awesome. He fixes things. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I can catch.
That's right, we cannot say barred words.
We can say all the barred words.
All of our all of
Every
them,
barred word.
especially Lydian.
That's not a barred word.
Now,
Not
I
a
was
word.
catching everything, but now I have to watch my fishing rod, and
Oh.
when it turns red, I can break my line. So,
I mean, every fishing mechanic has that, but it's still rude.
yeah.
The way he dances with his tongue flapping out is
Fantastic.
interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. Ooh, brother.
Yeah, my backspace is broken on my keyboard, so I'm just effed. Whatever I say in my typing.
Great, remember that shrine? Let's go back to the shrine now that we have the two ogles, which are their payment for passage. But first I'm going to water my plants. Actually, I lied.
Adventurers.
Because I can do that once I'm on my way. It's more efficient.
It's not
Oh,
dark,
right.
is it?
And we're going to go back by way of the lightning storm. Because my uncle might be able to help me with the lightning storm.
Nice.
Doing a lot of,
I immediately read it that way as well.
It's like, I only see it that way.
If you put asterisks, it means naughty words, right? Like, that's it.
I'm particularly hungry. Let's hug my uncle. Look,
Yay!
storm. You should try to get hit by lightning. Piece of mine. Of all the mini games so far, this is one of my favorites.
That's so weird. Yeah, it is bananas.
Do I have empty bottles? Oh, he gave me a few.
My electronics teacher in high school talked about people who, like, wanted to be hit by lightning and live, and they would, like, put conductive materials on themselves and go stand under trees during lightning storms. And I slowly became convinced that he was one of these people.
Listen to this theme.
Like some Irish jig.
It's a shanty.
It sounds like a waffle stomp. What is that called? Not waffle stomp. River dance.
I want this music to be farther forward in the mix. I feel like the lightning is really dominant.
Well, yeah.
Game, that would help.
Waffle Stomp, which is my next band name, featuring Julian Grasso. As MC Doctor, I don't know what you are. That's fine. Make it up an MC name.
It's right. Cat's trying to help.
Time. Game French.
Down, down.
Great. Rush. Okay. Was recently hugged. And luckily your uncle likes pretty much everything.
Of course he does. He's a fat anime frog. Like,
It'll get me close enough. Okay. Then, can I build the thing yet? I can. I can build a garden.
Sorry, whoops. A. We're an A.
And I
here.
can rearrange this stuff too as I go.
okay.
You can kind of endlessly reorganize your boat. So also, my Everlight becomes a sickle.
Nice. I like that you
I'm gonna try
thresh
now
your
watering
corn
these.
with the sickle. That's accurate, of course.
Yeah, you harvest everything with the little sickle.
The storm is over. I guess this is morning. Is this morning?
Yep.
Because we're back to our scenic
Wait,
Lydia.
no, this is evening. This is
Oh, sure.
heading into night.
That B flat is very nice.
Right. Jump. And that hit was quite right.
Wow. Struck while on a plane. Oof.
The ping on my phone is a note. One does not thresh corn, in case we're all stupid.
Sorry that corn doctor is here.
Continuing with our English breakfast tea analogy, I like to collect 40 thunderbolts so we can bake scones.
That's beautiful. Literally, so good.
I feel like in a game where you have to collect thunderbolts so you can make scones, you can also thresh corn with a scythe. I think that's very fair.
Threshing, chucking, husking, hucking, chucking.
We've built a garden on a boat for the dead, so I think all of the are
I like how the cat gets power too. The cat gets the epic in the air. So now I have a double jump.
Wait, does the cat double jump too?
Cat follows you pretty much anywhere.
No, but I want to watch the cat double jump and, like, be self-aware that it can do it, right?
Oh, that's right, I get to the ladder. That's how I get up. And see, they're like, oh cool, you made it.
It's not so great up
Look at my
here.
face. I man, did all that for nothing. I'll be an honorary member of the upstairs group.
Nice. I don't know where your hands have been.
Wash your hands, everybody.
Upstairs crew forever. I love
And
it.
that's locked. Okay. But certainly see pretty well. Oh, look. I got more linen seeds. I found that I have not had to really buy a lot of seeds.
Can I assume you are busy? No, video game NPC. I am not busy.
But not if I'm playing this game. I don't have a full-service kitchen. Come back when I do. Ugh. So I can expand my kitchen? We're in here. There's a bunch of books and stuff. What do you want? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that! How can I say no without saying no?
Ask someone to rob me.
I want to loan my sister money. Looks familiar.
Patrick, it's so sad, but it's so true. And if you do all of that, what you end up with is the opening cutscene of Devil May Cry 5 instead of this game.
I mean, I'm for like very effective visual only storytelling. I don't mind, but I do. I mean, I'm that person that talks to every NPC. Like, I try to curb it if I'm playing something like now, but
I will say, for as different as the gameplay is, Hades, which I think we should look at soon, now that we've seen this, really rewards talking to NPCs and engaging them often.
that's my kind of game. So you can find little glowy secrets. Can't invite Zach to hug. It is. We can't do anything with that yet. Now everyone gets to witness another transformation. Look at me, I'm flowering already. It's a snake.
Maybe a little bit, Patrick.
What? My bag's being beat up. Doesn't work.
Oh, not
Okay.
hungry.
And for who?
How about you? How are you doing? Are you hungry? You
Yeah.
are. All right, let's see. Maybe give you some grilled fish. Oh, I just had that, so I can give you something you like then. This will give you. Love comfort food so damn much. Yeah.
Okay, Does anybody not think of popcorn as comfort food?
Yeah, it's not comfort food.
It's not comfort
It
food.
isn't for me, but I could see how it is for people.
I mean, yeah. I
Kettle
guess so,
corn
but
is
it's like-
popcorn food, or is comfort food.
it is also popcorn food. It's also- When I think comfort food, like, the only food that comes to mind is literally mac and cheese.
See,
Oh, no way.
I definitely think
Something warm, or something, like, easy to eat and sweet. For instance, Addie made a giant vat of puppy chow tonight, and if I wasn't with you guys, I would be eating that right now.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what is that?
So,
Midwest.
it's Chex Mix Muddy Buddies. It's the recipe on the back of the Rice Chex box.
Yeah.
Right? Powdered sugar, chocolate, peanut butter, and Rice Chex all mixed together.
Good God.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you call them?
Puppy chow?
Yeah, some people call it Muddy Buddies.
Yeah, officially on the back of the box, it's Muddy Buddies.
Yeah,
But nobody in Iowa calls it that. It's puppy chow.
yeah, I think that's a regional.
South of the Mason-Dixon, it's white trash.
I feel that I've spent enough time below the Mason-Dixon line that I can say I've never heard that. Anyway, no, I'm getting with the cheese fries. I'm getting with the cheese fries as a comfort food. That's legit.
Oh,
Nachos,
look at
pumpkin,
this. Ask and you shall receive.
skins.
Look at this. We've got Rice Chex and, hold on, so my camera will focus on it. Oh, yes.
Alright,
Powdered
okay.
sugar, chocolate, peanut butter.
And now we get. Oh gosh, I
I've
don't
had
know.
that before, and I want it now. So that's.
I love that you're
understand
doing
it.
this on a sitar.
The sitar is very
whoa,
cool.
There's music. Hold on. What?
All the buttons are different, so I can't figure out what's what.
It sounds good to
This is
me.
a cacophony.
It totally sounds authentic, like Dana just trying to play the sitar.
None of these are the right buttons. What the heck? Controller, which I'm not. Okay, hold
This
on.
is Guitar Hero meets Ratchet and Clank.
Julianne, gravy is absolutely comfort food and ideal at all times for
Yeah,
all
I
meals.
was-
Like I always
Gravy
think
and
of
mashed
things that are
potatoes.
smothered in something. And
Like-
I guess popcorn could be smothered in butter, and then it would be comfortable. But I don't know. I always think of I think of it like more hearty dishes.
Yeah, I think of it as something like really, really warm and filling. Like
Yes, Elizabeth Hambleton is correct, everybody, as
Yes.
usual.
Poutine is
Poutine.
extremely
I'm-
comfortable.
I'm still gonna put
Yeah,
mac and
it
cheese
keeps
above
like putting
poutine.
me on gamepad. I'm on keyboard. There we go. Okay.
You got it now.
Mac and cheese and then poutine. And then everything else. 100%.
Okay, now
And now
I
I
think now my
Damn it.
controls might look a little bit more like I'm used to. Here we go. Did it read? Ah! Okay. I think I have to unplug my 8-bit thing because I think it keeps trying to make fetch happen.
When the Bible says manna, I think poutine.
That's A+. Place.
There we go. Look, now I can play.
It sounds like a variation on Mary Had a Little Lamb for a second.
You can see the plants dancing. So
Stop.
notice how the cat is helping.
Is she singing? Or he? I actually don't remember if we know the gender of this
It's
cat.
either that or the Everlight might be like a flute or something.
Ow. Stupid note.
You can basically play that as long as you want. It makes your plants grow. So now-
Weird. So there's a game that got submitted to Indiecade that I was asked to play, where you have to play music for your plants to make them grow. I'll have more on that once more things are public.
Thanks for you. I got this thing. Got another oval.
Oval.
It's their like passage for
Ah.
taking them. I don't take them directly to the door. Like nobody's like right. Like, oh, okay, I'm done. Go. Do you have any fun new things to cook? Coffee beans. I can make the favorite here. I'm forgetting the deer's name.
Real talk, baby wipes are awesome, and I'm going to continue having them long after I need to have them in my home.
What? He loves food. Look at him smacking his belly.
Oh! He's my favorite. That's the best.
He's definitely the best.
I agree that playing music for plants to grow is very cool.
Oh, what do you want? He calls me Sprout. What do you want? Gotta lift the sights here. So right. I'm happy to be aboard the ship with you, my niece. Wish your Aunt Viv could see you running your own ship. The least cumbersome passenger on this boat, except for food. That's true. Okay, what do you? Now we got a real boat going. The guest house isn't ideal. But I'm complaining.
But different. I know we've touched on a lot of K-Dog's topics of interest. So
Yeah, we have.
interdisciplinary this evening.
This is not the only time that Julianne has made the comment about Catholics don't read the Bible. And I remember one of the earlier times you did that, I relayed that to Joe and he thought that was hilarious.
Oh, good, because like Neil said that to me. Because he said something about the Bible, about the Old Testament, and I was like, how do you even know that? And he's like, well, unlike you Catholics, we actually read the Bible, because he's like Presbyterian or something. We actually read the Bible, not just recite Latin stuff. And pray for forgiveness.
So-
Which is funny because like
just
Mass hasn't been in Latin since like 62.
I don't bring it up very often, but I'm pretty sure the three of you, and maybe a couple people in chat, know that, like, my mom went to seminary. I have all of the seminary textbooks and, like, 5 different concordances on that bookshelf.
dang.
All of
Want to
my
see my bookshelf?
ethno work.
Right now.
Your
You can see my
illuminated,
bookshelf up there.
your illuminated
I've got all-
bookshelf right now, Karen. Your background on Zoom.
Oh
has
no,
a
this is
bookshelf.
my gin background. No, I've got my concordances and my Bibles and my Hebrew, Greek, Latin translation and the complete book of Bible maps and charts. I'm stocked. I'm good.
Although despite Mass not officially being in Latin since Vatican II, before pandemic, Joe and I were going to Latin Mass. There's a place in town that does it every week, and I enjoyed it. It's not like you don't know what's happening, you know.
Is it just like the like what do you do for a sermon?
They give a sermon.
In Latin?
Sometimes it depends who's doing it.
Okay. Because I could see all of, like, the ritual parts of the service being in Latin. Everybody just eventually memorizes that, right?
Yeah, it's a homily, not a sermon. But
Sermons are long, homilies are short. That's the difference.
Homilies are not short. Okay, like when I was little, like a
Seminary.
2-minute homily was long. I hated church.
In seminary, they taught Joe no more than 8 minutes. That was the cutoff, and so he sometimes can like set his watch by like. certain
That's because
Yeah.
the motto of the Catholic Church is the game starts at noon.
Some priests are like really like an hour on the dot. It's amazing.
See, look, even Patrick had a baseball reference unintentionally almost. Like, seriously, that's the motto.
I feel like if we have a
I love you all.
particular time in class to make our points.
It's been an adjustment for me moving from 50-minute lectures to 80-minute lectures since starting at Michigan State.
That was hard for me my first year or two, where I would alternate between the 55 or the 50-minute and then 80-minute lecture. And I'd be so ready for that 80-minute lecture, but I would think it would be a 50-minute lecture, and I would be like done on the nose, and people would be like,
Dark Sword, you heard it correctly, by the way. We're just kind of riffing and like goofing around now.
yeah.
The standing, kneeling, arm exercises. I will say that Latin Mass does have quite a bit more of the standing, kneeling, sitting.
Yeah.
Then they have actually streamlined it quite a bit. If you go to just regular Mass, that was one of the first time we went to Latin Mass. I was like, wow, there is a lot more back and forth.
I like that if you just stand there, she yo-yos with the Everglow.
Yeah, and the kitty plays.
Yeah, that's fun.
So cute. Anyway. So now we're gonna get the backstory here.
What the hell is happening?
But I wandered into a jellyfish level.
Oh, okay.
But also,
Okay.
like, right as I started up emotional dialogue for Gwen.
Okay, I was like, is this a whole thing? What's happening?
Well, all this talking about like church stuff. One of my pastor friends, there's like 20 cop cars a mile from his house right now. There's a protest going on.
What?
He's in Wisconsin, so there's some protest event happening there.
Against what?
Is that the governor who was gonna get kidnapped? Was that
Oh, that was our governor. Yeah, that was Governor
That
Whitmer.
was yours, right?
Yeah, that was my governor who was going to be kidnapped by white supremacists. That was a thing today. Yeah.
That was in fact the thing today. Okay.
I like how that's like such a huge thing, but because everything is a huge thing, that it's like.
Think of how ridiculous it would be in any other year if I was like, oh yeah, there was a plot to kidnap my governor today.
Like any other year.
That would have been like the major news headline in 5 months.
Cancel the thread, or can we cancel the stream because this is like legit, and like we're just like, all right, another piece of bullshit. In the
Right.
world.
And today that's like, oh well, that was only a couple miles from my house, so like, who cares?
So
It's getting more challenging as your ship grows, like as you put stuff on your ship, because then they can start being a lot higher. I've noticed.
Oh yeah, nice. So the gameplay of this particular mechanic really develops as you gain height.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Of all the different events. That's a big one.
Dark Sword, right? Like, we're living inside of a Tom Clancy novel right now.
Okay. Gonna hit up some crates on our way back to the shipwright, where hopefully I will get to hear one of his dad jokes. And we're gonna cut that.
ew.
We haven't,
For a second. I don't know why.
the churches in the diocese are holding mass, but like they have suspended Sunday obligation.
Yeah.
For folks that, you know, don't feel safe coming to church. And there's
Yeah, for
very
sure.
particular rules about like receiving communion and stuff. But
That's right, you guys are picky.
I meant for, like, they've made up specific COVID protocols.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yes, in general, there are a lot of rules in Catholicism about receiving communion and how. But we will go back to Latin once things are safer again. Perfect sea trash.
Quick, jump in the water. There's trash.
Yeah. Well, he's not wrong. I do find a lot of useful things. Check out the shipwright, see what we can afford to upgrade, and then we will go to the spot that Stella, the snake, marked on the map, which is going to relate to her history, or her thing that she needs to do. A lot of them, it's about finding some kind of emotional closure. We've already seen Gwen talk a little bit about her father, so clearly that's like an unresolved thing for her.
See, I've not done, like, big singing in months now. I'm always that, like, that guy who's... I'm not middle-aged yet, but I'm slowly going to become that overconfident middle-aged singer that's, like, loud and boisterous in, the middle of the congregation. That's totally going to be me.
Character, though. Good character.
And I am not singing right now. And church is, like, a big part of how I get, like, singing time marked.
Yeah.
Ever one bad haircut away.
Oh god, it's me!
Addie cuts my hair now, so I cannot say that I'm one haircut away from middle age at all times, because then I would be blaming Addie for that particular issue, which is not a good life plan for me.
Yeah, you definitely want to tread lightly with that.
My plan is to continue to have, like, more hair and less receding hairline than my younger brother. I'm succeeding at that so far. As a result, I feel great. I'm never gonna feel old.
As long as you're beating a sibling, that's all that matters.
It's all that matters.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I love you, Tom.
All that matters.
Great. I love the hug mechanic.
People need hugs. People need food.
I can feed you something. Here, we're gonna try to feed you steamed shellfish. Just so we can find out. Oh, I don't eat any animal products.
No animal products.
No problem. We'll give you some raspberries. See, like, if they don't want to hug, they'll basically be like, don't hug me.
Darksword, how is that going to get haircuts? Because I've not been yet. Seriously, Addie has a kit now.
We're gonna give you your favorite thing.
Giant oof to Patrick for that.
Ew, yeah. What the hell?
We found Gwen's favorite food. Yay! She likes coffee.
Andrew, that's Santa Claus.
There's Santa Claus. Okay, so we're in the too dark to navigate phase.
I'm not an anything NFL fan, and right now I'm absolutely not any college football fan either. Y'all shouldn't be playing. Stay home.
I know.
After you start building things, you'll start getting abilities to improve them.
Nice.
I just added some pictures to Gwen's cabin, which is the only one I've built so far. So you collect more blueprints, and then you quickly run out of room, and then you realize, oh, I can upgrade my boat, and that's how I will get more space.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's do Hades next week, right after this, and we'll do both Karen games. And as part of that, I might load up like Bastion or Transistor very briefly, but it'll be mostly Hades next week.
That sounds good. I'll still be looking for things that I would like to maybe do a little playing of. I have some thoughts.
Oh, I got a bay shrimp.
And a cat. I have a cat. Hello.
Hey, shrimps. I'm so hungry.
You should eat a thing.
I know. My dinner of cereal is not like enough. Shockingly.
Oh, I had such good dinner tonight. I made my zucchini yam fritters. You shred zucchini and sweet potato, and you mix that with breadcrumb and egg, and I used panko. Oh, see, yes, now.
Oh, womp womp. Line broke first time.
Yeah, you mix the zucchini and the yam with like cheese, shredded cheese of some kind. I used Colby today. Breadcrumb, egg, and like spices, whatever you're in the mood for, and then you just bake them in like a 425-degree oven, and then they cook through and they're really nice. But then after I did that, I threw them in the air fryer. Holy moly! The air fryer is magic. They got so crispy and wonderful.
I want to go on a soapbox for a minute, based on what Dark Sword said in the chat, because like every business should be using an infrared thermometer on you, and like the doors just don't open if you don't have the right temperature, and if you don't have a mask. You shouldn't even have an opportunity to go inside a store and tell somebody I don't need to wear a mask. Like either you have it on and you can go in, or you don't and you can't. Like it should be that easy, and it's not. Here anyway.
Hospital does it every
Glad to hear the haircut place is on top of it though.
So many of them have people stationed out there anyway, checking that you have masks or making sure that only a certain number of people are in the store at a time. So, adding that one extra step wouldn't necessarily be that difficult to implement.
Oh yes, the shoe.
Yeah. This is basically me, instead of going to sleep, I'm just like killing time by seeing what I can catch. NPCs at the front of every store giving you unskippable dialogue.
Oh my god, yes, like Breath
Sorry,
of the
you
Wild,
need a
try to
mask.
Get to Gerudo Town, or whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called. But you're not dressed as a lady?
Yeah, Gerudo Town.
You can't get in. Yeah. You literally have to wear a mask. I think part of your lady outfit is a mask.
It is, yeah.
Well, there you go. That's all you know.
Hi. What you need? No, don't do that.
Oh, I caught a
No,
soul.
don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you.
Yeah, it was December. It was right after the wedding. I let my hair grow a bit for the wedding and then chopped it off right after, and it was just getting to the point where I thought I might cut it again when we went on lockdown. So, my hair's getting long.
I wonder if that's a geographic thing, Shark. Like, you're in Jersey, within striking distance of New York, right? So, like, maybe people take it more seriously there than they do here?
I have not encountered any weird maskators yet either, except for the part where I don't go anywhere, so how would I? I have had a couple of family/friends on the social media say things that could be maybe interpreted in that direction, but I don't know for sure.
Right. I've had a few family members that I'm like, I'm not sure if you're being irresponsible or if you're just trying to be like, we shouldn't live in fear, but also still be careful. Like, I don't really know. Yeah, cool stuff. We're just like hanging out. We're a little hungry, but
I'm absolutely in love. More than anything else, though, the music has been really lovely. I love the mental health mechanics of has eaten a food they liked recently, has been hugged recently.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Mental health.
check.
You never have at least so far that I had played into the game, I never felt like there were too many people on the boat for me to be able to check in. Like, there's very few things in this game that would make you, I would say nothing actually, that makes you feel like really frantic, you know? Is definitely like, that's a lot, the farming mechanic and that sort of chill feel are really what make it akin to Stardew for people. Even though it's obviously a very different game. Sort of all this like domesticity of like making your boat cozy for the people you're gonna ferry across. That's got a Stardew feel too, where you can kind of design your boat into what you want. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, the vibe next week for our Greek mythology game is going to be very different. Like, every single character is a thirst trap of some variation. Like I've told all my students, like, go vote. Or quit talking to me, right? Like, make a plan to show up and do your job right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to start bringing that up with my students. I haven't yet, because I really don't talk to them or see a lot of them on a regular, but...
One more of these, and then we'll go to the supermarket.
Hey, would you stop? Thank you. Ow! What is your problem?
Good morning, honeybee. A lot of them have little nicknames for you. Are you hungry?
I've started to make
Not
up
hungry.
absurd nicknames in Animal Crossing.
My poor island is so neglected.
One day maybe you'll come.
That's why I was never able to really get into Animal Crossing, is because I feel like they punish you for not playing. Like, I hated arriving back to my game to find roaches. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just find that it's kind of taken up a little spot in my morning routine. That's quite comfortable.
Yeah, it is such a
There may
morning
be a day when that's
kind of
enough.
game.
It's
Yeah.
like it's my thing. I get up in the morning, I have my coffee, I dig up my fossils, and
Yeah.
once I've done that
Your
and
errand.
seen if there's anything special that I need to do, I go about my business, and meaning like my day.
Alright,
But that's it. It's like my coffee time.
listen for that Stardew sound that I was talking about too. That whoop. Hello there.
Hey, anybody here who has Amazon Prime, reminder that Rocket Arena is free to you right now for another 2 days, and you should probably grab it. It's pretty decent.
Rocket Arena?
Yep.
I don't know it.
It's this 3v3 third-person shooter game.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Stop being a jerk.
All right, putting a toddler to bed. Sounds like a plan. That was a huge wave, man. Can you chase after that? Yeah, you can.
I'm just loving this color palette. Like the deep purples and the golds against each other, and the...
So October, so good.
Ouch!
Yeah, I like musicology entry. That's really good.
I'll say it.
I'm gonna have to practice so I can start a new file on Hades and beat it with no upgrades whatsoever.
Have you ever played Apotheon?
Yes, I have.
That was another one I was gonna mention.
I haven't
That
gotten
game.
far
We should do
enough
that.
into it to be able to recommend it or not, but that's a good one. I'm really enjoying it, but I haven't spent time with it in a long time.
The composer came to AMSSMT one year
Yes.
Oh, neat.
and
I don't
demoed
remember.
it at our at Ludo group.
Yes.
That 1 year when we had a bunch of like demos.
You're right, like I did Soul Calibur and streaming, which actually feels like kind of useful in retrospect more than it probably would have been otherwise.
That was the year that I did my emotions station.
No, it was not that. Not the
No.
same year though. As
No.
Apotheon. It was like 2 years before that when there was
Oh,
other
okay.
demos.
Was this the SMT only demo day where like because I went to that one as well.
It was demos and like composers. So sorry.
Yeah.
But we had the Apotheon.
And I
One
was
of
so
them,
excited about that.
That's
So
really, really
That was a really good session.
That
I
makes
had
me want to
just
go
gotten
back
the
and
game.
revisit that game. Hi,
Yeah.
Ines.
We
We're
should.
still on.
We should.
I'd like to do that, but it's just like it reminds me that it's like, oh, if we're doing this whole Greek thing, that fits.
It does fit.
Great. We should just go on a Greek bender here.
Greek bender.
You need to add a mailbox to your boat. I get one more letter filled with glitter, I'll lose it. We have this fun theme again. Okay.
The bassoon for him is so good.
But I don't have the things I need for mailbox, man. Alright. Let's see, but I do have the ability to upgrade my blueprint station. That's pretty great. And I have enough money to get a slightly bigger boat.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh, here we go. I heard they just fired an employee at the popcorn factory. He was a good worker, but they found him sleeping on the cob.
Nice.
There's an achievement in the game for like hearing enough of his dad jokes.
Wow. That should be an achievement indeed.
Okay. Hello. So notice the sitar in this theme too. This is kind of our like world trader type.
But there's sitar and Stardew, is there not?
Yeah.
There is some.
Yeah, and there's a little sitar. I have
I
a
think
very
the sitar
needy
and
cat
Stardew
right now.
mostly shows up in the themes. So I always took it as just like alluding to how hot it can get in certain parts of India. I took it as like a texture, like temperature thing
Sure.
in Stardew. Here, I think it's more we're going for like eclecticism because like look at all the crap he's got in his fishbowl here. Wandering merchants.
I think mead and I think Vikings. I know that's probably wrong.
Okay. So Scandinavia though. So
Wait, who are we trying to?
What's our Greek mythological like drink for people?
ambrosia. Did we just say that at the same time?
Yeah.
that like-
Wine, probably, right?
Yeah, it's nectar, and then ambrosia's the next level in Hades.
Nectar ambrosia.
But I'm not friends with anybody enough to give them ambrosia yet, and I've played through the game 50 times.
Mead was produced throughout Europe, Africa, and Asia. Okay, it's just honey and water, and sometimes other stuff. That's easy
That's across
as
the street from a meadery.
Throughout Europe, Africa, and Asia, it's just like everywhere, basically.
Yeah, mead. Has anybody ever had Midas Touch from Dogfish Head?
I
No.
don't think so.
That's a great beer, but it's like they went and investigated the remnants of the material left inside old bottles from like ancient Egypt or some ancient Greece, and tried to figure out what the contents would have been, and determined that it was sort of like a mead wine beer blend. So it was like there was like grape must, honey, and also like wheat or hops in there.
Huh.
And they made a beer that's basically the recreation of what they think was inside the old bottles. It's so good. Like, it's really good. But it doesn't taste exactly like a mead or a beer. But it's very, very tasty. So it definitely tells you that people were making mead-like things in the Mediterranean and North Africa for sure.
I love when they scrape out yeast samples from like stuff they found in tombs, and then they try to reconstitute it and make things out of it. I'm a sucker for those stories.
Tasty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Yeast basically goes dormant, but it doesn't. It rarely dies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have friends that make really good mead here, and I gotta say again, to bring it back to medieval studies, because that's tonight. Some of the best meads I've ever had were at the Medieval Brewers Guild at Kalamazoo. Oh wow.
Yeah, that sounds like a place that can do a mead.
That I made some wonderful colleagues over the free tastings that you could have at the Medieval Brewers Guild sessions at Kalamazoo, and they don't do them anymore. Of course, well, we're not doing Kalamazoo at all right now, but you know, I miss the Medieval Brewers Guild. They made some baller beverages.
Steve scares everybody when he plays a board game. If you're talking about reality, his intensity with board games like definitely intimidates me.
Yeah.
And he's got a really strategic mind too, so he's good at the types of games that like I suck at.
I don't
Spyfall, is that the one that you're trying to guess who the spy is?
Yep.
Spyfall.
I can't even handle that when I'm safe. When I'm one of the ones that's not the spy, I get all like worked up.
Same. I
remember. I think I made him really mad when I didn't understand the rules right away, so I totally ruined the game for him by like just acting completely backwards.
The game.
And by ruining, I mean I made the game 100 times better. And
Everybody was fine. Everybody was just fine.
my throwdown, I will win right now game is I can talk my fair share of smack at Street Fighter, and I love doing it.
Yeah, this is why I won't play Among Us. Like, I can't...
Elizabeth, I'll play Among Us with you. Yeah.
I don't know what
right as she brings it up. Like, nope, that's my literal hell. I hate those social detection games are not my... not my jam.
I would play, but Brian and I are still trying to get Julianne to play Spellbreak with us. We gotta be a squad.
I have it down.
We have a colorful name for her.
That's true, yeah. We need to do Spellbreak at some point. Maybe this weekend. I have to write the Nakvagum postmortem this weekend. I'm supposed to give it to Elizabeth Medina Gray on Monday, and I've not done it yet.
Oh. I have to,
That'll happen, though.
my Nakvagum Redux for AMS Ludo by Thursday next, so I'll be, working on that this weekend. Fuzzanadu.
Ooh, I got a message in a bottle. Greetings from Furagawa. Experience the wonders of the great oak forest, the serenity of the magnificent rice fields.
I love how it's like, experience the forest, and what that really means is come cut down oak trees, so you can have oak logs instead of maple logs.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a narrative.
Spirit capitalism. Alright.
Well, everything grows back. You don't actually harm the environment because you have like magical spirit powers.
That's always good.
This game is making me want to play Sunless Seas. I love Sunless Seas. It's not at all like this. There is no comparison except for you're on a boat. Literally, that's all you got. But I love that game. If anybody's into like super steampunk, demented Victorian era things about boats and stuff, sunless seats. Highly recommend.
Okay.
Beautiful. Do you mind? Away.
Bum, 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 bum.
Poetry. It's not very good.
I really like... Oh man, big collective yawn from everybody. I really like how sparse a lot of this music is.
And a lot of woodwind focus, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch! Look.
Yeah, I do have my flippy flappies.
Oh no.
Actually, I got new slipper boot type thing, and I'm in love with them. They are very cozy. Yeah, I was really excited with how GSC went. We had obviously record turnout because of the online.
Yeah, that was really fun.
But
Even though we were against like Austin Wintry or something, right?
Yeah, you guys were. You went at the same time as Austin's panel.
yeah, we had a really good group for our. I thought our session was really, really fun. Like I thought it was a productive conversation, but also I just like enjoyed being with you all.
Yeah,
It
sure.
felt like hanging out.
It was fun. It was like so
Elizabeth, if you go back to the Hoover app in about a week, all those recordings will be live. They're still processing them right now.
I don't.
yeah, I still have to catch Andrews because
Is that what Brian said, that he's going to host on Hoover? Because I thought he was going to host in his own place.
He might host in his own place.
Hoover's only going to host things for 6 months.
As long as I have enough time to loop back to that one talk for AMS.
As
Yeah.
far as I know, Brian is trying to do his own hosting. Like
Okay.
BBC Vault style.
I was told by somebody, and I think it might have been Brian, that if I need to catch a talk in the next couple days, if it was a recorded talk, you can access on Hoover, but it's not that permanent location for those things.
okay.
I don't know if that's going to actually be live at Hoover or if he's just going to do his own thing. We'll see.
I don't know, because it was a Zoom webinar, so it recorded on Zoom. And it recorded like locally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep just because we only have a couple minutes here, but
Yeah. This little friend of mine is apparently begging for dinner in a very
So,
painfully pointy way.
Dana, do you want to come back to this when you're, like, near what you think will be the end of the save file so we can see what a near completed thing looks like?
at least I could do a check-in in a little while and show you guys like all the other mechanics that open up all the buildings.
Yeah, like
crafting.
6 or 7 weeks from now.
Yeah. Well, I was playing before I lost my save. I was playing this so much it won't take that long, but
Okay.
yeah, we could plan like in a month or so to.
Okay.
Or we'll see. I could just like pop in and show you stuff, and it wouldn't have to be more than a few minutes on the stream. We could just do like little check-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, let me plan something else before I sign off here. Well, let's do more coffee. Yeah, I didn't know that Daffodil got separated from Stella. Don't tell me that, Elizabeth.
Doesn't she just teleport to you?
Maybe she's
That makes it
lying.
sound like it's a narrative moment. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle that, because I love this cat.
Mm.
No. How do I actually do the thing where I lay down and pet the cat?
Stop.
Oh, wait, okay. Oh, go somewhere Daffodil can't follow.
I don't think that's anywhere on this boat. I'm trying to do the thing where I pet the cat. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can hug the kitty.
Oh.
Look, Stan, I could hug you if you weren't such a pest. Oh.
Look at that. Ah,
Yeah, that's awesome.
like me and Molly. Yeah, later areas. I don't remember what happens though. I just know that there are some areas where Daffodil can't quite get up where you are.
All right, you're gonna have to show us when you come back with this later.
I'm gonna back up my saves this time. You can bet.
Yeah, you should.
wonderful game with a wonderful soundtrack.
It is, yeah. It's super chill, and I really
Yeah.
like a low energy take on that mythos.
Yeah. And it ends up, a lot of folks have said this game makes them cry. We didn't. There's enough to do. Like, we didn't even get to the point of taking anyone across the spirit door thing. But,
right.
They have some really poignant moments where they sort of, they're giving you bits of their life story. You help them do their final tasks. Some of them are pretty mundane, but a lot of it is like helping them come to terms with something or be at peace with something that's happened to them. But in those last moments, when you're like taking them over, a lot of them impart kind of like here's what I've learned in my life to you. And they're really beautifully written. They could easily have gone into cliche, but the few that I've done, I've been really impressed by. So nice. I can see I'm not like much of a crier. Like either I'm like stressed and something else, or I'm really tired. Sometimes when I've had a good cry, it's been like after this stream when I'm tired. But generally, film, TV, games do not make me cry. Like the one that a lot of people said made them cry was, what's the one that made you cry, Ryan?
To the Moon.
To the Moon. I played it and I thought it was beautiful, but like I wasn't sobbing or anything. I like didn't cry. I just thought it was beautiful. So I've joked that I'm broken, but I'm a pretty emotional person. I just don't cry at stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game I know does it for people because it really does. It makes you think about like goodbyes, but they're not super depressing, but like I said, the game mechanic makes you feel the loss because whatever they're doing to contribute to the ship is no longer there. And you build them this house and the house is still on your boat, so you have this like tangible reminder of the people you leave. It's really beautiful. I recommend it. Yeah, I'm trying to think of games I have cried to. Like
It's not a big list for me.
Yeah, I don't know that I can think of anything in particular, but I'm sure it's happened at least once. But
Chrono Cross was for me, but I also stayed up all 40 hours straight, so I don't think it was actually Chrono Cross that did it.
Crying because you sleep.
Right. It's like, it's done, I can sleep.
Thank God.
Yeah, I don't know. But
all right, well, we'll be back next week for Hades, and we'll do some more, another take on death and dying. Things. That's right. Yeah. I'm probably going to die a lot, so we'll be doing some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Excellent. All right, I can't laugh because I haven't seen it, Dark Sword. So like, I would have to play through it to see. Maybe it's really good. All right. Good night for now, folks.
Good night.
Good night, folks.
Good night.